1973 was a year of outlaw spirit, smooth harmonies, and country songs that slipped through the cracks.
If I ain't out of gas in the pouring rain, I'm a fixin' to flat.
Conway Twitty was crooning heartbreak in a way only he could.
How can you walk away?
And Tanya Tucker was already making her mark with a ballad that felt older than her years.
That Georgia sun was blood red and going down.
These are the forgotten country wonders of 1973. Only real fans remember all of them.
Lord knows we had it all.
Number 12, We Had It All by Waylon Jennings.
You and me, we had it all.
Kicking off our list is a song that shows Waylon Jennings before he fully claimed the outlaw crown.
You hear way more close?
I never heard it.
You never heard it?
What's that?
We Had It All came out in 1973 on RCA Records, and while it didn't storm the top of the charts, it became one of those deep cuts every real fan treasures.
Lord knows we had it all.
Written by Troy Seals and Donnie Fritz, the song's aching melody and Waylon's soulful delivery gave it a gospel-like weight. Interestingly, it became one of the most covered songs in country. Even the Rolling Stones took a shot at it.
I know now I can't go back and live those.
Picture it. A dimly lit honky tonk, the jukebox glowing in neon, and this ballad drifting across the smoke-filled room. For folks nursing heartbreak, it was the soundtrack of quiet regret.
Never stop believing in your smile.
Though often overshadowed by Waylon's later outlaw anthems, We Had It All proved he could deliver tenderness with the same authority as rebellion. And that's why it still lingers in memory.
You and me, Lord knows we had it all.
Number 11, 10 Years of This by Mo Bandy.
She made the rounds as usual while I said,
We've got a barroom confession from Mo Bandy. 10 Years of This may not have been a smash hit when it landed in '73, but it perfectly captured the honky-tonk ethos that would make Bandy a star.
Tumble down that last highway, and I've seen.
Released on GRC Records, this early cut told the story of a man stuck in a loveless marriage, blunt, hard-edged, and painfully honest. Critics noted how it tapped into the working-class frustrations many folks quietly carried.
you felt cheated because you married so.
The song didn't chart high, but in Texas roadhouses and smoky dives, it was a staple. Imagine a Saturday night, boots scuffing on sawdust floors, neon beer signs buzzing, and a man in the corner nursing a beer, nodding to every word. Though forgotten by mainstream radio, this track laid the foundation for Bandy's reputation as one of country's most authentic voices of heartache. It's a hidden gem that deserves its place on this list. Number 10, Lord, Mr. Ford by Jerry Reed.
Well, if you're one of the millions who own one of them gas-drinking, piston-clanking, smoke-belching, air-polluting.
Jerry Reed's tongue-in-cheek masterpiece, Lord, Mr. Ford released on RCA Victor in 1973, the single soared to number 1 on the Billboard Country chart, a rare feat for a novelty-flavored track.
If I ain't out of gas in the pouring rain, I'm a fixin' to flatten the hurricane.
Reed's signature guitar picking and sly humor lampooned America's obsession with automobiles, pointing out the headaches that come with owning them.
Traffic jam that makes me to be the fool I am, but this four-wheel buggy is $1 me to death.
It wasn't just funny. It was relatable. Every listener who had spent a Saturday under the hood could nod along. Picture it. Cruising in a gas-guzzling sedan, AM radio dialed in, Reed's spoken drawl making the driver laugh while traffic backed up for miles.
For a period of time, this $4,000 car mine cost $14,000.99.
It was satire, but it struck home. While Jerry Reed is remembered for songs like Amos Moses and his Smokey and the Bandit fame, this forgotten gem is a reminder of his wit.
Lord, Mr. Ford, what have you done? Come away.
And how country music could mix laughter with truth. Number 9, Satin Sheets by Jean Pruitt.
Would you welcome, please, Miss Jeannie Pruitt with an E?
Jean Pruitt's breakout hit, Satin Sheets. Released on MCA Records, this 1973 single became a #1 smash, sitting atop the country charts for 3 weeks. Yet today, it's strangely overlooked. The song's premise was simple but powerful. Material wealth, satin sheets and all, couldn't replace real love. It spoke directly to women in a changing America, where roles and expectations were being questioned. Picture a young housewife in '73 folding laundry while the radio hums. She hears Jean's voice cut through, affirming a truth she's long felt in silence. That made the song revolutionary in its quiet way. Though Pruitt never replicated its massive success, Satin Sheets remains a defining anthem of female honesty in country music. For those who lived it, this track still whispers like a memory tucked away in the folds of time. Number 8, Pass Me By, If You're Only Passing Through, by Johnny Rodriguez.
Once again, we'd like to introduce you to the fabulous Johnny Rodriguez right here.
Johnny Rodriguez's Pass Me By, If You're Only Passing Through marked a turning point in 1973.
Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through.
It climbed to number 9 on the Billboard Country Chart and introduced America to one of its first major Latino country stars. Rodriguez blended traditional country with subtle Latin inflections, giving his music a fresh edge.
Don't stop if this ain't where you want to be.
Born in Texas, he brought borderland sensibilities into Nashville, a rarity at the time. The song itself was a plea for sincerity. Don't stay unless you mean it. For listeners, it resonated deeply, especially among those who knew fleeting love firsthand. Picture a roadhouse jukebox spinning late at night, the dance floor thinning out, and couples swaying slow to Rodriguez's warm tenor.
At what came down the road today.
His voice was youthful but seasoned, confident, yet vulnerable. Though later hits would make him a star, Pass Me By was the spark, and it still feels like an invitation to linger a little longer.
Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through.
Number 7, Blood Red and Going Down, by Tanya Tucker.
That Georgia sun was blood red and going down.
Tanya Tucker's Blood Red and Going Down. Released on Columbia Records, this 1973 single hit number 1 on the country charts.
You can't steal a willing mind, 'cause mama's always looking for a lover.
The fact that Tucker was only 14 years old when she recorded it makes the story all the more haunting. The ballad tells of a young girl witnessing her father murder her mother's lover.
With dusty teardrops on his face, my daddy cried in big steps.
Stark, violent, and cinematic, it stood in stark contrast to Nashville's polished sound. Listeners remember hearing it on the radio during long drives, the tension building as the tale unfolded. In farmhouses and truck stops alike, it left chills.
And finally daddy found them, and Lord, you know the rest is hard to tell.
This song cemented Tanya's reputation as fearless, willing to tackle adult themes even as a teenager. While remembered by hardcore fans, it rarely surfaces on casual playlists, making it a forgotten wonder of both courage and craft.
That Georgia sun was blood red and going down.
Number 6, Would You Lay With Me in a Field of Stone, by David Allan Coe. David Allan Coe's tender ballad, Would You Lay With Me in a Field of Stone.
Would you lay with me?
Released in 1973 on Columbia Records, the song showcased Coe's surprising vulnerability beneath his outlaw persona. Though it was Tanya Tucker's version in 1974 that topped the charts,
Would you lay with me?
Coe's original recording carried a raw intimacy that felt almost whispered into the night. The lyrics penned by Coe himself pose deep questions about love, loyalty, and mortality.
For my dying hand, if I give myself.
Imagine a 1973 couple parked under the stars, car windows rolled down, this track spilling from the dashboard speaker. It wasn't just a song, it was a vow, wrapped in melody.
You go away to another land.
While Coe would later gain fame for rowdier material, this early ballad proved he could write with poetic grace. It remains one of his most underrated works, and a tender gem of '73. If these classics are bringing back memories, hit that like button and subscribe. We post new country countdowns every week, keeping the golden years of music alive for fans like you. Number 5, Whiskey River by Johnny Bush.
I'm drowning in a whiskey river.
Johnny Bush's definitive version of Whiskey River. Released in 1973 on RCA, this song would become Bush's signature.
Whiskey river, take my mind.
And later, Willie Nelson's iconic concert opener. Bush's version had a raw, desperate edge, fueled by his powerful baritone and a honky tonk arrangement that begged for another round at the bar.
Don't let her memory torture me.
Listeners in 1973 heard it pouring out of tavern jukeboxes as the night wore on, the song's plea echoing the heartache of countless lonely drinkers.
Feeling the amber current flow her from my...
It was a tune you didn't just hear, you felt it, glass in hand. Though Willie would immortalize it, Johnny Bush deserves credit for giving the world this classic. Sadly, Bush's career was hampered by vocal cord issues, leaving this track as a haunting reminder of what could have been.
Whiskey river, take my mind.
Number 4, You Always Come Back to Hurting Me by Johnny Rodriguez.
Instead of making love feel better, you just...
Johnny Rodriguez makes a second appearance with You Always Come Back to Hurting Me.
You always come back to hurting me.
Released in 1973 on Mercury, it soared to number 1, confirming Rodriguez as country's rising star. The song's smooth blend of traditional Nashville sounds with Rodriguez's Tex-Mex phrasing gave it a unique flavor.
The worst of you is still the best I've had.
It was a song of resignation, acknowledging the cycle of heartbreak that so many listeners knew too well. Picture it: a late-night truck stop, black coffee steaming, a driver leaning on the counter while this track hums from the radio. For anyone caught in a love they couldn't quit, it was painfully true.
Oh, really sorry when you leave.
Rodriguez's success in '73 broke barriers, proving that country music could embrace diversity while staying true to its roots.
You always come back to hurting me.
This song remains a cornerstone of his career, even if modern playlists often overlook it. Number 3, Come Early Morning by Don Williams.
Now here's Don Williams.
Don Williams with Come Early Morning. Released on JMI Records, this 1973 single was Williams' first to chart.
Well, I couldn't misuse her. Come early morning, I'll be home with my honeydew.
Peaking at number 12, the quiet beginning of an extraordinary career. The song was understated, with Williams' warm baritone carrying a tale of morning after reflection. It lacked bombast, but that was the point.
Walking in the moonlight, tripping in the starlight, Lord.
It spoke to listeners in a whisper rather than a shout. Imagine waking up in a modest farmhouse, sunlight spilling through curtains, coffee percolating on the stove. This song was the soundtrack to that simple, peaceful life.
Make me have a good time, Lord, when I'm feeling blue.
Though not a chart topper, Come Early Morning announced Don Williams as the gentle giant, a voice that would define country calm for decades.
Come early morning, I'll be home and satisfied.
It may not get the attention it deserves today, but it's a quiet wonder that belongs on this list. Number 2, Why Me by Chris Christopherson.
Tell the story of why me, Lord. I think it was inspired by Larry Gatlin, wasn't it? In a way.
Well, I was moved by a song I heard him singing in church.
Deeply spiritual ballad, Chris Christopherson's Why Me?
Lord help me, Jesus, I've wasted.
Released on Monument Records in 1973, it shocked many by reaching #1 on the Billboard Country Chart and crossing into the Pop Top 20.
Lord, what have I ever done?
The song was born after Christopherson attended a church service and experienced a personal awakening. His voice, rough, cracked, utterly sincere, made the plea for redemption believable. Picture a lone driver on a midnight highway, headlights carving through darkness, Christopherson's voice pouring through the radio like a confession. It was country at its most vulnerable, stripped of pretense.
Souls in your hand.
Though Christopherson is often remembered for his songwriting more than his singing, Why Me became his biggest hit as a performer.
Lord help me, Jesus, I've wasted.
Today it's still sung in churches and living rooms alike. A timeless prayer in song. #1, Behind Closed Doors by Charlie Rich. We arrive at Charlie Rich's Behind Closed Doors. Released on Epic Records in 1973, it became not just a hit, but a phenomenon.
And when we get behind closed doors.
The song shot to #1 on the country charts and crossed into pop territory, reshaping what Nashville's countrypolitan sound could be. Written by Kenny Odell, the ballad's lush production and Rich's smooth, jazzy delivery created a romantic, intimate mood. It spoke to the private strength of relationships, contrasting public restraint with personal tenderness. Listeners in '73 heard it everywhere. In diners, in cars, on family radios after supper.
A lady, just like a lady should be.
Couples leaned a little closer when it played. The song won CMA Single of the Year and a Grammy, cementing